Hello everyone. Welcome to IQ404 Studio. I had ever been a shuttle bus driver. The bus fleet I worked in was a supplier of Dell Technology China factory. I serviced for Dell Technology from May 1, 2016 to August 31, 2020. I drove safe and took Dell staffs between their company and home. My service was able to satisfy the most Dell staffs on my bus. However, my biggest achievement of servicing for Dell Technology wasn't offering satisfying service, but showing the true color of some Dell principals and staffs, and helping Dell staffs to find the rationale why they always complained about the shuttle bus service. I'm always good at showing the truth to the public. What was happening to Dell staffs and me? Let me tell you the true story. At that time, each route of Dell shuttle bus had a WeChat group, and I was also in the WeChat group. In the late evening of March 20, 2019, a staff called Legao who maliciously complained my bus was too dangerous to drive, and I was lack of maintaining my bus. I checked his icon and assured I had never met this staff face to face. I did nothing wrong in my job, so I thought Dell Technology, the enterprise ranked within the world 500 places, would objectively and fairly deal with each complaint, so I ignored Lega's words. To my surprise, in the next day, I was rebuked by the fleet captain in the public due to Lega's malicious complaint. I had never met Legao. Of course, Legao knew nothing about the condition of my bus and my daily work. What was his complaint according to? I didn't reconcile the Lega's malicious complaint, and questioned Legao in Dell Shuttle Bus WeChat group in that evening. Remember, any driver, as well as any staff of Dell suppliers, has the right to question any complaint from Dell staffs. I just asked Legao not to send rumors about the safety of my bus in WeChat group, to cause unnecessary panic. When I questioned Legao, all the Dell staffs in that group supported me. Expect Molly and LH. Look at these messages. Molly and LH, the staffs of Dell Facility Department, actually tried to prevent me from questioning Legao, but when Legao read my message, he considered my kind reminder as dirty words that offended him. Then he insulted me as mouthful shit. He threatened to fight me in Dell Technology in the next day. After he insulted and threatened me, he made a false countercharge as I insulted him. He tried to incite other staffs in group to go against me. He made a fuss in Dell Shuttle Bus group all night long. Not only provoked me but also disturbed other staffs. At this time, Molly and LH feigned death in the group, and gave the reins to Legao, but I didn't fight back anymore. One of Lega's messages said he would ask whether Dell Moral Committee approved my words. But do you think the so-called Dell Moral Committee will support Dell staffs to attack the staffs of Dell suppliers? Meanwhile, nearly all the Dell staffs in the shuttle bus WeChat group didn't think Legao was a Dell staff either, because of Lega's uncivilized behavior. Afterward, I got Legao as a so-called Dell principal engineer, permanently working in Dell Beijing agency. No wonder neither I nor the Dell staffs in the group met Legao face to face and knew him as a normal people, whose words were more believable. The passengers on my bus, or those who had never taken my bus. In fact, at that time, I even didn't read the aggressive messages sent by Legao, because Lega's aggressive messages were covered by other Dell staff's praise of my job. Who was right in this dispute was apparently. I thought even if the minority of Dell staffs were abnormal, at least Dell principals were probably normal enough to judge such a simple dispute objectively and fairly. So I didn't care about the aggressive messages sent by Legao. To my surprise, I was wrong again. The Dell Facility Department manager, a thin hunchback with white hairs, actually adopted Lega's words and ignored other Dell staff's interest. By the way, I forget that facility department manager's name, so I'd be remiss to address that manager of Dell facility department as Manager Hunchback. Manager Hunchback received Lega's false accusation and threatened the captain of the bus fleet if I didn't give an apology to Lega for my words of questioning Lega's malicious complaint. In the next day, Manager Hunchback would ask Dell to end the partnership with the bus fleet. But I didn't know it until the captain told me afterwards. In next morning, Manager Hunchback didn't ask me to show him the complete chat record for judging this dispute. Manager Hunchback didn't learn the truth of my daily work from any of the staffs on my bus as evidence. Instead, Manager Hunchback referred to a term said every Dell staff had the right to complain any bus driver, no matter this staff took that bus or not. But he didn't show me this term. Even if this term existed, this term was abused and misinterpreted by Manager Hunchback. Then Manager Hunchback instigated Molly to type the words of apology on my mobile phone. So I don't think this apology is valid. But as I didn't know what the manager would do to the bus fleet, and I didn't read Lega's aggressive messages, I was forced to send the so-called apology in the group at that time. However, I didn't think Manager Hunchback dared to abuse his right to end the partnership with the bus fleet, even if I refused to apologize. In one word, that was a trap and trick to me. Till today, I still regret blindly considering Dell facility department as a normal department, and ignoring Lega's aggressive messages. Or I should call the cops instead of giving in at that time. It was the Dell principals that connived with Dell staffs to attack the staffs of Dell suppliers. Without any principle and law, I hope my encounter will be a lesson to other staffs of Dell suppliers all over the world. Never trust any so-called world-famous enterprise. Nothing is absolute in the world. The story isn't ended here. Lega's another rumor exposed his complaint was malicious. I resigned from the job as a bus driver in September 1st, 2020, but I was still in the Dell Shuttle Bus WeChat group. In October 20th, 2020, over 1 month since my resignation, and over 1.5 years since the incident of Lega's attack towards me, Lega deliberately sent another rumor that referred to the incident of his attack towards me in 2019 again. This rumor said the captain and I apologized for the electric brake of my bus not working in 2019, but Lega's complaint in 2019 was about the electric throttle of my bus not working. The difference of these two messages sent by Lega shows this so-called principal engineer of Dell even confuses the throttle with brake. Now, do you think Lega's complaint about the safety of my bus in 2019 is believable? Do you think the conduct of Manager Hunchback conniving with Lega is proper, even if my bus was really too dangerous to drive? At that time, it wasn't an excuse for anyone in Dell to attack me, so I sent an email to Molly to tell her my so-called apology was invalid due to Lega's attack, and asked her to prevent Lega from sending rumors in WeChat group again. I didn't receive any response from Molly but the captain's call. He told me not to bring trouble, or Dell would end the partnership with the bus fleet. Later, I was sent away from the Dell Shuttle Bus WeChat group. I offered satisfying service for Dell, but the manager and staffs of Dell facility department didn't thank me anymore. Lega, Manager Hunchback, Molly and LH never took my bus, and knew nothing about my daily work. When Lega attacked me, Manager Hunchback, Molly and LH didn't trust my words, but connived with Lega and ignored the most Dell staff's interest. Even if I resigned, Molly still connived with Lega to defame me in the WeChat group, but didn't allow me to question. Is Dell facility department an ungrateful dictator? If so, I'll resolutely fight back. I posted a thread about the truth of this incident on different forums. I claimed my so-called apology was always invalid, and asked Lega and Manager Hunchback to give me an apology instead. Then I received a call from the owner of the bus fleet. He told me someone in Dell threatened him with ending the partnership again, and asked whether I could do them a favor to delete all the threads. I got used to the menace from Dell, so I told the bus fleet owner I wouldn't delete any thread until both Legao and Manager Hunchback gave me an apology, and only Manager Hunchback had the qualification of direct negotiating with me about the matters of apology. But look at Lega's response to my thread. He didn't admit his mistakes and give me any apology but continued to defame. I always insulted Dell staffs on my bus, and my thread was written for vetting my anger of being fired by the bus fleet. Then I posted more threads to expose Manager Hunchback's menace and Lega's defamation and bullshit. Later, Lega's rumor following my first thread was deleted by that forum, and his account of that forum was permanently banned. Since my second thread, all of Legao, Manager Hunchback, Molly and LH were gone, neither giving me an apology nor replying my threads. In this incident, Lega's mistakes are malicious complaint, sending rumors in public, insulting, threatening and defaming me. Manager Hunchback, Molly and LH's mistakes are abusing their powers and conniving Lega's criminal behaviors and forcing me to give the unreasonable apology. Manager Hunchback, Molly and LH were all in charge of Dell shuttle bus business, but in fact they disrupted the order of Dell shuttle bus operation. Now, let's return to the question, why do Dell staffs always complain about Dell shuttle bus service? The rationale is apparent. Dell should know it's the principal and staffs of Dell facility department that connive with Dell staffs to discriminate the bus drivers, and it's the discrimination of Dell facility department that entraps all of Dell staffs, even impacts the safety of the bus service. Dell should know if the principals are abnormal. Even if the most staffs are normal, the enterprise is still abnormal. If Dell principals connive with Dell staffs to attack others, the society will teach them how to respect others. Dell should know the discrimination is a shame to Dell. Respect is mutual. If you provoke others, of course, others will fight back. Dell should completely investigate the facility department of Xi'an Manufacturing. A name called Lee Hyping was referred to in Lega's message. Is Lee Hyping Lega's protective umbrella? How many gangs and protective umbrellas are there in Dell? These are worthy of being investigated. Dell should prove Dell Technologies isn't a shelter of black sheep. A message sent by a Dell staff said the staff had been in Dell for 9 years, and I was the best driver he had ever met. This message is worth Dell's careful reflection. According to the law of PRC, sending rumors, defaming and threatening others in public, either in internet or in true life, are the crime of picking a quarrel and provoking a trouble. So my proposal to Dell Technologies, Manager Hunchback, Legao, Molly and LH should give me an apology, or they should be fired. The procedure of apology ceremony is showed on the screen. Legao should apologize about his rumors, insult, menace and the defamation following my thread towards me. Manager Hunchback, Molly and LH should apologize about abusing their power to connive at Lega's criminal behavior, and force me to give the unreasonable apology to Legao. The process of apology ceremony should reference the following steps. 1. Invite me to join the Dell Shuttle Bus WeChat group again. Ask Legao, Manager Hunchback, Molly and LH to admit their mistakes, and give me a video apology in this WeChat group. 3. Ask Legao, Manager Hunchback, Molly and LH to send a text message of admitting their mistakes and apology in this WeChat group. I'll record all the process above to make another video to show to public whenever they give an apology to me. But if Legao, Manager Hunchback, Molly and LH refuse to admit their mistakes and give me an apology, Dell should fire them and show me the documents of firing them by replying this video on my Twitter. I'll also make another video to show the documents to public. As Legao said, the adults should take responsibility for their own actions. So Dell should let Legao, Manager Hunchback, Molly and LH know what responsibility they should take for their own actions. Today, Dell principals connive with Dell staffs to attack the staffs of Dell's suppliers. And tomorrow, Dell principals will probably connive with Dell staffs to attack Dell users. Dell principals actually trusted the complaint about the vehicle safety from the Dell staff that confused throttle with brake. It means some Dell principals are as ignorant as some Dell staffs. So do you trust the quality of Dell's products and service? People, includes the staffs of Dell's suppliers, all over the world will probably watch this video, and see how Dell Technology will handle with this scandal. Hope Dell Technology give me a satisfactory answer soon. I'll update the video, no matter how this incident is going. See you in next video.